Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today, as you have seen your thumbnail of the thumbnail of this video, so we are going to make something like a game, a short sort of game. And let me tell you very frankly that I have not practiced for this as of till now. Means I have not, like other YouTube videos which you will see, that they actually did practiced or did make things before, and then they just replicate their application, right? So that's what not going to happen. And why this video? Because last day I have uploaded last JavaScript series, or the JavaScript with tutorial. I have uploaded something with DOM. Okay, and as of start of what you say, as a start of a channel, it got a good response. Means I am happy. So as I said, that something will come upon DOM again, which will eventually be a practice or the continuation of a DOM. So we will make a type of a game that will be sort of bubble game, something like that. We will click upon it. So the basic idea one in my mind is like here, this is a screen, okay, and here in middle you will get a start. So let me open my Chrome and browser, and then I will tell you properly. Okay, skellydraw.com, yeah, this one. uh so suppose this is a screen, okay, this is a screen, and here will be a button of that will be start, okay, and let me zoom in. Yeah, so this is a button start. Now as user will click upon this button, if user will click upon this button, okay, pop-up will open. This start will be somewhere like this start will remove, and pop-up will open, okay. Or you can say that another screen will open, and in this screen, suppose what we are going to do is, we have a what to say, this is a screen, and we will make boxes, okay. So we will make boxes that will cover up the whole screen. We will try to make in that way, that it eventually it will cover, okay, eventually it will cover. Yeah, something like this. And here also, from the downside also, it will cover like this, okay. And we will have a timer. This is a type of game when user will click on start button, this game will execute, okay. And this game will have a timer, something like this, okay. So the game will have a timer that will be displayed either, okay. So it's quite small, right? Because I haven't changed this size, so this is happening, but we will make it bigger, no worries. So there will be a timer of probably 60 seconds, okay. So this is the basic idea, and what user have to do is, these boxes will be pre-filled with some color, like background color, like blue, green, something like this. And a box each time will be highlighted, okay, a box which each time will be highlighted, and user will have to click upon it like this. When the user will click, some other box will be highlighted, like some think like this is the box which is highlighted, user had clicked in upon that, and then this box will again pre-filled with the same color, and the other box will highlight it, suppose this one, and then user will have to click. Now the timer is of 60 seconds. The user will just click upon the boxes, and the count will be the reward, you can say it as, right? So much count much so the more count, the more will be the reward, okay. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So 60 seconds, the tapping counts, and a start button, and we need one more button for replay, okay. So we will see how things will be done. And let me tell you that this is the raw video you are getting. Yes, there are times when I will stop the video, because maybe this video will be long, and I have to go some for PP, or to have lunch, dinner, anything else like that, or to eat something, okay. So this this video may be cut in between, but it will be a raw video, so don't worry upon that, okay. You will get to know whole of my thinking, what I am doing, what I am not doing. So basic one, index.html, and we need one more thing, that is index.css, okay. And one more thing we need, that is script.js, okay. So I need a temp boilerplate code that I got it from Emmet. abbreviation, and this will be a bubble tab game. Okay, this will be a bubble tab game. Now think properly what we need. This is, suppose this is index.html, and this will be my what to say, my entry point. Okay, this will be the entry point for my game. So what is actually going to happen? I need a start button here, right? Of course I need a start button. Let's create a start button, give it a name button, means tag button, and give it a name start. Okay, so something like this. Now as soon as this happen, as I said that I am going to make you proficient with the DOM. So many things will be happening with the DOM structure, so no worries. Now let's just start this and check out what's where the our web page have been got, means how things are looking like. Okay, so this is the start button, right? This is the start button. Let's do one thing here in body tag. No, I don't need this, sorry. Yeah, I know. Let's give some of the commands. HTML and body, they both need these things. Okay, so there are some basic things. Height 100%. Okay, yeah, this I need. Width margin 0, padding 0. Okay, so whenever you go make something like this from scratch, you will have to do everything in body HTML. Everything should be 0. Okay, so yeah, everything should be 0, not only body and HTML, so that the you will apply generally a custom CSS of your own, not any padding or margin that is been pre-applied from before, and then you are adding something with you yourself. So not that. Okay, you need to do margin and padding 0, so that you can apply for from yourself the custom ones. Right now HTML with body, right? So width is 0. Yeah, sorry, 100%, my fault. And let me do one thing here, as of star, right? uh, yeah, this one. What I have to do is this. I need margin 0. Okay, padding 0. What this star will do, this star is for whatever I write inside this. Okay, whatever the CSS I will write inside this star, this will be applied in each elements, in each nodes of the DOM object. Okay, so whatever the elements is like body HTML or button or anything like that, it will be applied in everything. Okay, box sizing, yeah, border box means it will should take whole border box, no padding or something like that. Okay, so you can read about this. I am not telling you everything means about CSS, but the JavaScript. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I need something like flex in body. Okay, so display flex. Okay, so this can be changed later on, but right now I need this. Justify align item center, and now let me check it. Okay, it's not. What's the issue? Okay, so first let me do background color, something like give me green, and I will change from here. Okay, okay, so things are not happening, guys. Things are not happening. There is an issue. Am I forgetting any type of syntax? Is there any syntax error or anything like that? No, then why it's not refreshing? Okay, let me check one, let me restart once again. Some things, there are some issues. Okay. Oh, my fault. I got it. I have never uh, this index.css, right? So I have never imported this in HTML tag. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I need this. Let's make it index.css for now. I need index.css. I have named it in that way. So yeah, yeah. See, see. So my fault. Yeah, before. and this should be a bit of okay. Yeah, good. So as you can see that the default styling of button is also gone. Yeah, so because of this thing, now what we can do is let's style button bit of okay. uh Padding, uh let me do one thing. This button should have class, because later on there are chances that we do more things upon button, and then if we apply upon any upon classes upon css upon buttons, then that button will also get affected. So I want class oriented right now, so it will be button start, right? And let's just copy this and paste it here. Yeah, okay. So first thing, so I need height of somewhat 20 px maybe. Right now let's do everything in px, okay. We will change later on. Yeah, so 24, giving in terms in multiple of 4 is a good habit, okay. So and this will be like 96 4 to j 4 to 6, yes, 96 px. Let me check out. Okay, uh let me give it some more. 98, 100, 90, 100 px, and this will be your 28, 32 px, okay. Padding, of course I need this padding 016. Let me check out. No, I don't need padding for now, leave it. Let me check. Okay, it should be much bigger, but text text size something like this. Actually I used to do things with in Tailwind because I am much into the industry, so I've forgotten things right now. But font size, right? Font size, yeah, got it. Let it be larger for now. Yeah, and about padding, I need padding upon y-axis. Okay, so if it's possible, yeah, is it possible? No, I don't think so. Let me do 0 and 8 px. If it's 80, then I can debug it. Yeah, so it's for x, so I need here 8 px, and let's do this 0. Okay, yeah, so this is the thing, and this will be more of 38, 36, 36 px, right? 40 px, 40, that's makes cool. Yeah, right now it's okay. And what we can more do is border, right? Border radius, actually border radius is 10 px. Let it be 8 px, okay. Yeah, cool. We will modify it later on. Okay, so now things needed in script.js, so I have to first import it. So let's import, what was that, script.srcs, and I need script.js, of course. Let's go into this. No, I have one. Why to go there? So is it importing? Yeah, it is importing. Const button start is equals to document dot get element by id, okay. And no, by class, I need by class. By class, is it there? Yeah, is it there? It is there. Button and start, okay. So I need this. Is there any issues? Yeah, button start, right? Start, okay. Now what I need is, if someone is going to click upon this button, if someone is going to click upon this button, there are, see, so what I need is, if someone is going to click upon this button, right? Let me do one more enhancement. This will be cursor pointer for now, okay. Pointer, yeah. So if someone is going to click upon this button, right, what will happen? uh there will be a dialog, a box, a screen that will open, which will consist of here timer, okay, timer, and here it will be consisted of, what to say, buttons that will be more like that buttons are 6 to 8 buttons that we have to click upon, okay, in that 60 seconds. So that is my priority for now. Okay. Okay, so let's think of how we can do. We can do in two ways. Okay, let us think about the architecture. Okay, so first let me zoom it a little bit. Yeah, so there are two ways. What, this is the one, this is one way, and this is another way. Yeah, and this will be another way. Okay, red in color. Okay, so in this way, what we are going to do, as soon as a user is going to click upon this start button, okay, a page will open. A page will, a user will be redirected to, will be redirected to a page. Okay, and this is going out of the box, right? So okay, I can't resize to here. Yeah, tell me if you can't see. Okay, tell me that. Okay, so user will be redirected to the page that will consists of that button and the and the timer. Okay, and simply the timer will runs by itself and you can click upon the buttons as soon as the timer will be redirected, okay, upon the start with that in that page. And then the page flow, the flow of the page will be, the timer will start in reverse order, in reverse order, and then simply user can click upon the buttons, user upon the can click upon the button. Okay, this is the page flow, and as soon as timer gets over, the game stops. User will be prompted prompted with the user will be prompted with the counts of its taps. Okay, of its taps. That's it. And a button, and of course a button of replay. Okay, this is the thing. I think this can be the flow for us as a beginner. Okay, but there can be one more flow. I'm just telling you how many instances can be happen. Uh, Means how you can think upon them, how you can think while making a web page or web flow or game or anything in the web application. Okay, so similar things will happen in this flow also, but what you can do is you can actually eliminate the, or you can actually, in this part, what you can do is, in this start part, right, in this start part, what you can do is, as soon as user will click the start part button, page will not redirect. The the user will not be redirected to another page, but you can make the buttons got displayed in same in got displayed in same screen. Okay, with DOM. So in both the cases we will be seeing the DOM part. Okay, so because of course we are doing things in scratch, right, we are doing things in scratch, so you will not be using any type of library. It's a learning phase. You are not going to use anything else like React or anything. So things can be thought like this. These two are the methods that can be approachable for this thing, for this game. So actually we are going to go with this thing. Okay, this idea, what we are going to do, if a user going to click on the start button, it will immediately remove the start button from the display, and the DOM structure will show buttons that we need to play the game. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so for that what we need is, mm, let's go to the script.js, and here we will put we need 2 to 3 variables. Okay, let's make variables first, and that will be buttons. Okay, and it will be probably a empty array. Okay, buttons. If Yeah. Okay, so I'm the kind of person who actually forgets some syntaxes, so don't think that this and that. Okay, so I use a extension called Codium that literally helps me because I work in so many domains, right? And that's true. That's true, and that's even justifiable. So I use Codium as as a AI tool that actually give me the syntaxes if I do something wrong. You can also use that. It's free. Okay, so what I'm going to do is in that button start, I will add an event listener. Add event listener. Okay, see, it's giving me add event listener, and in that click option, the showing click option, okay, I will add a event. Now, what is event listener? Let's go to the Chrome and check for it. Okay, event listener is basically a triggering thing. Okay, let me show you properly. Event listener method of the event target interface sets up a function that will be called whenever the specified event is delivered. Okay, so in case you don't know that JavaScript is actually today JavaScript is widely used for backend, frontend, React, and so many things, right? But actually JavaScript is introduced for making with in the very start. I'm talking in the with the very start, just to make the website interactive, which we generally make with HTML and CSS. To make that interactive, JavaScript has came by. Okay, okay. Now, how things work? Suppose this is kind of a button. Here, it's a kind of a button, and I click on it. Okay, like this, I click on it. So it will take me. It will just redirect me to the another page, anything like that. And this clicking thing, how this works? This works because of the this event listener. Okay, so something or the other we do kind of a change. This event listener actually listens that. Okay, so if I use this add event listener in button start, so this event listener will actually listens. What listens? It listens for the click, whatever I am giving. So there are something called change also. Okay, and click, arrow up, arrow down, mouse click, double click. Okay, double click is also there. So there are so many things. You can go into the MDN docs and refer that. So now the event listener will listen for a click, and whenever that click will happen, it will trigger the callback function we are writing here. Okay, so what this callback function needs to do is it will actually uh, do something like this. It will make a dot query selector. I don't need this. Okay, what I need is I want to make six buttons. Okay, so 6 buttons, right? So let me loop up around that. For in this button, for let I equals to 0 and I is less than 10, that is I plus plus. Okay, I plus plus. Now what this will do, buttons dot I, see, it's giving me the giving me what I need for. So buttons I, saying that document dot create element button. Yeah, I need this document dot create element button. With that, it's saying that put data in, put a class name there, something like that. Okay, so let me first create element button. True, I need a element button. Okay, then what's it saying? It's saying that buttons I dot class name is equals to button. Okay, so telling me that in this button, put a class name that is button, but I don't need this one. I need button. Let me give this button. Okay, let be it button tap. Okay, let it be button tap, and I will give it a ID also. Okay, just to make sure that I can also uh, also change it with the IDs. Okay, so ID, is it possible? ID name, if it's possible, yeah, it is possible, I guess. So ID name, it will be something like button and I. Okay, sorry, I. Yeah, something like this. And then in inner HTML, it will be something like, it will not be tap me, but rather I will do something like, yeah. So button dots add event listener, what it will do is, it will do in a click, it will uh, g- it will just in a click it will just trigger this function. Okay, if we will click on that button, so this function will actually loop around this. But I to 10 here given, I will give here 9, actually 3 2 into 3. Okay, 3 rows 3 columns, so 9. And it will actually add buttons there. And what will be the buttons will be, it will be more like uh, with class name button tag and the ID name button I. Okay, cool. But what I'm going to do is, I will wrap it around a different function. Okay, so const function, const add, sorry, yeah, add tabs. Okay, tab buttons, let it be named like this. And here a arrow function will be given. So this will be for, this will be the, okay, so add tab buttons will be the function that if triggered, it will add the buttons in array button variable. Okay, and I will call it in this add event listener, but not now. Let me do one thing. Let me remove button dot button start dot remove something is there. Let me check. Yeah, remove. Now this will remove this. Okay, and what I need is add tab buttons. Okay, add tab buttons, yeah. So let us check this, how far we had gone through. Start. Okay, something is there any issues? Console elements start, is script.js. Okay, so there is an issue, it's not script. Let's check out once again. No, not happening. So button start, get elements by class name button start, and this is probably the button start we are showing here, right? Okay, so this should work, right? This should work, but this is not working. Let's debug this. Okay, no worries. Console log, here we will write a console log adding tab buttons, so that it will show the console. See, that thing is not working. Okay, so there is something type error, button start add event listener is not a function at script.js. So it is saying that add event listener is not a function. Why? There must be some, there must be some syntax error. Okay, Okay, so I got the issue. What was the issue? See, first of all, our function is defined very properly, like add event listener is been defined like this. So the problem is this thing actually gives you the array, okay, and we have only one button start. So I don't want to use it like this. Rather, I can do query selector, okay, and here dot button is for the class, and hash if there we want id to be selected, then hash, okay. So dot button start, and now if I will do start, then something is happening, right? It's been removed right? It's at least it's been removed. Yeah, it's been removed. The problem is that now as it has been removed, uh, and this add tab buttons is also been added. No worries for that. Okay, to prove you, we can do is console.log adding tab buttons. Okay, now if you go to console, see adding tab buttons. The thing is, we are creating the button, but we are not actually displaying it. Okay, so here we have to display that. How? Buttons dot add, what to say, not add, we have to insert this, right? We have to insert this. So we need body tag for that, because in body we are going to insert this. So const body is equals to document dot query selector body, and then is it main or body? Yeah, it's body. And then inside body, what we need is buttons dot, we have to write like this, buttons for dot for each, yeah, each for each sorry. Then we will take each button, okay, and inside this we will run some of the query. What we are going to do is body dot append child, okay, append child button. That's it. Okay, so after populating this buttons array, this buttons variable with the array of 9 buttons, okay, we have to append it in body tag with the append child. What is append child? Append child is generally appending a child into a into a parent node. So parent node is body, and append child actually append the button, okay. So if you go there and check for it, there is an issue again, right? Yeah, so without issue, there is no game in coding. So body dot append child is not a function. Why, bro? It should be a function. I know, append something child, and we need this, right? But here showing body dot append child is not a function. Okay, so right now we can see the button, right? See the button. Here we don't have inner HTML, so button, because of that we are not getting any of the text. So inner text, you can say, tap me. Let's see. Again there is an issue. Button is not defined. Why? Buttons, okay, sorry, buttons. Tap me, tap me, tap me, tap me, tap me. See, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, cool. So these are the things, but I don't need this thing. Why I have used button tab is because I will add a here some CSS, okay. We will add CSS here, and that CSS will be hard coded, something like this. You can say height width, some width. Then this will be most probably the square brackets, square buttons. So yeah, height width, no padding, sorry, nothing like this. uh it will be 8 pixel, yeah, leave it like this. So let's see again. Okay, so if we can see, yeah, we are making it. So things are going on. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. What happens is, as soon as these buttons get created, okay, in the variable buttons, the array of buttons is getting created, we run the function for each, right? We run the function for each. and that for each function appends the buttons in the body child. Okay, as soon as it gets appended, this body tab is been means this button tab class is been appended as in this the styles get triggered and things go on like that. Okay, but now what I need is I need a different background color for this. Okay, so the background color will be different, and as I said that this is not pre-made video, so it can be like my style will be not so professional. I'm just making it raw so that you also get to know how we think. Okay, something like this. Yeah. Okay, is there an issue? Yeah, this is the issue. Okay, not too bad but not too cool, we can make it better. Yeah, this one is better. Now what I need is I need this to be wrapped into a flex into a grid. Okay, this to be wrapped into a grid of div. I will make a function, I will make a div. Okay, so cons let's make a div function as well. Okay, here let's make that function, and const div is equals to document dot create element is div. What I want is div dot class name is equals to button container. This will be a button container true. This dot class id name maybe we don't want right now. Okay, what I need is I want to append this child into body, so body dot append child. Okay, append child div, and this will be in the div button, and I will actually give a custom css to this button container. Okay, so this button container will be having display grid. Okay, display grid, and gap of course 12 pixel from my side. Then grid template, right? Grid template columns, uh repeat, I need repeat 3 1. What is 1fr? I really forgot that. Okay, let's see what's happening. Something is not working. What? Div is not defined. Okay, let's see why div is not defined. Because const div dot document. Okay, is it okay? Yeah, it is okay. See, it's going good. Let me change this and check what's happening. What is 2? I probably forgot this 2 8 are uh, let it be 1, and what is this then? This is actually giving the gap between. Yeah, so 24, let it be 32. Okay, 32, and it will be 124. 124. So I'm also working upon these styles so that, yeah, so cool, right? This again will be in separate function. Okay, so this is a good practice. You have to make things in separate function. So add button, you can say, yeah, add button. Okay, no, append button. Okay, buttons, and this will be, now I want to do this. Okay, and we'll simply call the append button part. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, now as soon as this append button happens, what I need is there is a should be a timer. Okay, there should be a timer, right? So for that, let's take one more variable and name it timer, and it will be probably 60. 60. Okay, it will be something like 60. Why? Because we didn't, no, let it be 30. Yeah, it should not be take too much so that we cannot do tutorial part. easily, because we have to repeat this again and again if we are going to check. Okay, so this is the thing, and this timer also will be somewhat got will be displayed there. So add buttons, right? So we need add buttons. No, we have to do something like add buttons, because here only I want to append this. Okay, so let's do one thing. uh, there should be a timer, right? And timer show. Okay, so timer show will be document dot create element. So we have to to up to from starting to create an element to appending it to a parent. What we have to do is, first we have to create an element and store it into a variable. Then if you want to add any class name or anything, like we have done here, class name, id name, you can do it and then append it to whatever parent you want. Okay, so I want here actually a p tag, uh, p not h2 tag. Okay, and this timer show will have a class name is equals to timer show. Okay, good. And this will be having dot inner text as it will be something like this. Yeah, whatever it is showing, let it be like this. And what more is needed is, first I have to append this to the body part. Okay, to the body part, yeah, to the body part. So let's go and do this series again. Yeah, good. And body should be of display flex. Justify center item center with the display column, flex direction column. Okay, yeah, okay, perfect. With gap, I need some gap. I need some gap. Gap is equals to somewhat like 24 px. How it looks like? Good. Timer start will have some function. Will have some timer show. Will have some, what to say, CSS. So font size 32, font width bold, and your color will be whatever. What should it be have? It should have red right now. Okay, so yeah, let's check out. Okay, not 32, it will be 40 around. And yeah, good. And bold. Okay, but not red color. It's not looking nice there. No, what if something like this? I am just trying to fit this, nothing else. Yeah, it's looking, yeah, it's looking good. Okay, yeah, so till now we reached there. What we did is, we on the, but we asked for the button start. We used query selector to get it from the HTML file. And then on button start dot add event listener, on the click event listener, we just used callback function, and we just put the callback function. Callback function is actually removing that button start, adding that tab button, sorry, using revoking means triggering this add tab button. And what does that add tab button do is, it actually appends the whatever the elements we need in that function. And then the append buttons just actually append the button part. Okay, that's it. But what I'm going to do is, I will call this append button not here, because my thinking is, let's make everything so much, what to say, that so much modular. Okay, so, and this will not be named as add tab buttons. It will be it will be like add elements to play. Meaningful one. Okay, meaningful name, meaningful work is happening. All the elements are being added in this screen by this function. Okay, nothing else. So now if you go and click on the add this start button, you will get to see this one. Okay, now what I need is, as soon as this button, this start, actually, let me see, this button got clicked, this thing will be displayed. with the timer getting -1 at each second. Okay, so reducing by 1 second each time, and this button should be highlighted. This button should be highlighted each time a button will be highlighted. Okay. So suppose as soon as the button start has been clicked, the timer function should be reduced by each second, right? So we have to make that function and we have to call that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make another function for it. Okay, so const timer function is equals to, you can say this opens here, and timer minus minus. I rather doing this, what I should do is I have to make an interval, right? So let's make an interval. Okay, let's make an interval, and this should be like timer dot or set time interval. Okay, let's use set time, let's set interval, and inside this I'm going to write another arrow function. Okay, and this will be called in thousands, in 1000 millisecond, that is 1 second. Okay, and what will happen is here it will simply just do timer minus minus, first thing. Second thing, what will happen is it will be shown in timer it will be inserted in timer show. Okay, so yeah, I need this thing, and this timer function will be called here. Why? Because again, we this add elements to play is actually doing all the initial part of my functions of my game. Okay, so timer function will be called here, right? Now let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Start, and yep, it's working. See, so 28, 27, 25. Yeah, cool. Now what I need is I'm going to make another function, right? I'm going to make another function here, and this will do random select. What this random select will actually do is it will it will select a button. Okay, it will select a button. It will select a button from 0 to was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 0 to 8, it will select a random number between 8. So const number, yeah, number is equals to what to say, math dot floor, not floor, math dot number. Okay, int number, let's do number, and math dot random. This will generate me a random number, and it will be multiplied by 9 so that it will be let me check it once. Okay, terminal node. Okay, so math dot random, let's call it first, say 0 point something. It will just provide me random numbers, and if I multiply it with 8, so it will give me random numbers from 0 to 8, I guess, right? Yeah, 0 to 8. Yeah, but it is giving me 0 to 8. I need 8 as well as the function. Okay, so it should be 0 to 9. Yeah, now it is giving me 0 to 8, I guess. Okay, and I need math dot number of this. So what it should give me is uncaught. Okay, integer. uh, what does, yeah, floor, in math dot floor actually. Okay, okay, okay. So floor does the part of round, means bringing it from, means making it from the removing the decimal part. Okay, so floor does that work. I forgot that totally before. Okay, so now I will have uh, what to say, uh, a checker that buttons, no, that number should be greater than, not greater than, should be less than 9. Okay, there only things should work. And what should happen is buttons slash in the number button number uh, dot uh, background color. I want to change the style of this, right? So I have to make something like that. What should I use is dot, can I give background color is equals to green. Okay, should be is equals to green. And let's call this first, let's call this and let's see what's going to happen. Number, this, yeah, done. And yeah, let's call this, let's call it here. So random select, yeah, random select. Let's see if this works. Start. No, things haven't been triggered. I guess it's triggered, but it's not working because we haven't gave the proper DOM product. What is needed? Number. Okay, just debugging it with writing number, so that I see that random select is triggering. Yeah, it is triggering, but it's not working because I guess this is somewhere wrong. We are going wrong. Okay, so let's check out. For that we are going to use our chat gpt. Yeah, I do generally these things, so no worries. And this chat gpt will tell me the error. Can't select number. uh, gpt, tell me the error. Tell me the error in the js. Okay, so gpt do a great job in debugging. Okay, so yeah, it do a great job in debugging. So it said that issue in your code is that you are logging the string number to the console. No, not this one. Is that background color will work? Buttons that will not work if the buttons number object is an element that has background color property that can be directly manipulated. Okay, so we have to give this the dot style. I got it. So this was the thing we are missing in our code. Okay, so now let's check if it's working or not. See, it's working. See, see, it's randomly doing things. Okay, yeah. Now what I need is I am going to create another function. Okay, let's create another function. Const tab button. Tab button, is there anything something like that? No, there isn't, right? So tab button. And what I'm going to do is here it will ask for a event parameter. Okay, what is an event parameter? As I said you earlier, the event parameter comes from the add event listener. Okay, so in the event that has been triggered is coming in this parameter. Okay, so what I will do is as soon as the button is been clicked, okay, as soon as that button is been clicked, uh yeah, if the button has been clicked, okay, let me do something like this. Buttons of number, if if clicked, then add event listener. Okay, click. Okay, on click I will ask for a function, and that function should be something like this. Let me give it in a callback function only. I don't need this. Okay, I don't need this. And if buttons number no. Two things are needed. First is the count, and this will store the number of counts that user tapped upon, and second is number equals to 0 right now. Okay, and this number will be every time been number, let me give something like number, um, button number, something like this, and this button number will be updated every time this function random select has been called with the number. Okay, first thing. Second thing, if it's not the number we are thinking of, then random select will be called again. So suppose we have choice. What I have done in this random select is, we have choice that the buttons, the random select will, the number that randomly coming is should be from 0 to 8. Okay, but if somehow it is giving me 9 or anything like that, then it should again call the random select. Okay, that's it. Now what I am going to do is, as soon as this button got clicked, okay, this button got clicked, number, where is the count? Yeah, count will be always got incremented, okay, by 1. Okay, by 1. Second thing, random select will be called again. Okay, and as soon as the random select will be called, this button dot style dot background should be green. Okay, should be green. But before this, buttons number dot style dot background color should be, and here it will not be number but a button number, but the button number. Why? Because previous one should again be the color we are giving here. Okay, should be reverted back. Sorry, not one, this one, yeah, should be reverted back. Okay, I guess this is good. This will be buttons. Okay, and yeah, I guess we are going good. Buttons, add event listener. We are not going to do something like this, but we are going to use buttons for each, not this one. Buttons dot for each. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, okay, I don't need this. I got it. This part will be not there. Yeah, this will be there. I am saying why. For each number button. Okay, and yeah, some syntax error. Let me clear it all. Yeah, so what I am doing is, on every button in I am actually using for each, and by that, in every button, okay, I am adding this add event listener, so that while it's been clicked, okay, while it's been clicked, the count plus plus is been incremented and random select will be done. But before this, I will just have to do a checking. What kind of checking? That the button clicked is actually the button highlighted one or not. So we will do one more checking function also. So const checking, okay, const checking is equals to if button, and we will simply here pass a number, get a number, okay. If buttons number, now if number is equals to button number, then we will call random select, okay. We will call random select, then only we will call random select, okay. And otherwise return, okay, return. And we are going to call this checking function here, okay. Cool. Yeah, is it done? Yeah, I guess so. Is it is done, I guess so. Let's check out. Okay, so I am tapping here but nothing is happening. Why? Is I have put on that buttons dot for each, and in each button I have used button dot add event listener. On click function, e will actually count will not be updated here but here, okay. Yeah, good. And on click nothing is happening. Why? Let me console and debug is on click is working or not. No, on click is not working. So buttons for each is not working, add event listener. But why it is not working? We have buttons array, we did everything, and still it is not working. In every button I had made buttons dot for each, right? Okay, so I got why it is not working this part, because actually, see, so the code is running line by line, okay. So this part has been memorized by code, this part has been memorized the code, and my code entry point is actually this one when I click the button start, right? So this thing is happening before the button has been created. What we have to do is we have to wrap it inside a function, okay. And that will be function, like that function name will be something like button attach, button tap, button tap, button tap function, okay, something like this. Let's give it a name like this, that what will happen after the tap of the function. And we are going to use the you will wrap it here, but this will be called inside this function, right? Inside this function, yeah, inside that function, okay, before random select. Yeah, let's see now. Let's see now. Okay, clicked. Is it happening? Yeah, number. Okay, clicked. 9 times clicked. Why? Okay, clicked. Okay, something is an issue. Let me check. So button tap function, right? And in this I am doing click. For checking here we need a function, and button tap function needs a checking needs a number. So e dot target dot number, right? So this will be probably Okay, let's console this first. Okay, so on button click, this thing is number, and on click here should be a console, right? Console dot log clicked. Okay, let's do it again. On click, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So and on every click this is happening. Okay, but checking is not running because checking needs a number, and checking needs a number, and we are not providing any number for now. So for that we need to console the e function. This e function contains that number, and for that we have to console that event. Okay, so let's console and get the number from there. Okay, see, this is the console. Now this is button 0. How is it even possible? This is button 3, right? Okay, so what we can do is we can simply pass button number here, right? Can simply pass button number here because on random select every time we are updating the button number, so we can simply pass button number here. And let's check out is things are working. Yeah, it is working. See, yeah, T2 3 4 5 6, and let's make the count 10, not 30. Okay, I need things a bit faster. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so right now the timer is not stopping and it is going negative number also here, which is not possible. So I will do a checking here. If timer is less than equals to 0, what I'm going to do is first clear interval. Okay. What's happening is it is showing me I have to first remove the timer show. Okay, team remove the timer show dot remove, and then uh, we will add another button. Okay, that will first of all tell you that timer is over, and const button, const p tag. Okay, const p tag document dot create element p. Okay, p, yeah, and inside the p tag inner text will be your score is count. Okay, and this p tag will be a class, will have a class name body dot append child p tag. Okay, and anything else to be done? Okay, cool, things are done, I guess. But what I have to do is for a good practice will have to stop this set interval. Okay, for that I will just give it a function const interval. Const interval is equals to set interval, and calling it right here. Okay, calling it right here. And one more thing I can do is if timer is less than 0, then return. Okay, then return. Now let's see. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so there is a flow issue. Let me check what's the issue, why it is interval is been clicked. Okay, and I guess this is the issue. First let's remove this. Okay, no, this one is not the issue. It is showing that interval is not a function. The interval is not a function. Okay, okay, I got it. So I have to do it in this way, right? Let's not do in this way. Yeah, let's do in the arrow function. I find that mm, way cooler than any other function showing. So yeah, let's check it out again. Yeah, it is working. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Timer didn't stop. 11, 12, 13, 14. So timer didn't stop. Why? Timer is not stopping. Timer show dot remove is also not happening because once the timer function has been started, it's not going to work there. So I will have to use it somewhere like hmm somewhere like something has been changing, right? Something is changing. So on timer show I have to do on timer show. Why? Because dot add event listener, and this will have change. Okay, function e, a callback function, and as soon as if, now we can do something like this. Sorry, yeah, now we can do something like this. Timer is less than 0, please clear interval. Timer show. Okay, clear interval. Let me do this interval part also, not here. Yeah, so this should be a variable outside of anything else. So let interval. Okay, and now I can do clear interval from there. So clear interval timer show, I guess this will work. Buttons dot for each, this should be interval, and buttons dot for each button add event listener, checking button number, alert game over, you clicked hashtag that count times. Okay, let's see if this is working. This is not working because we have done some flow issues, and let's see what are the flow issues. Let's debug things. It is showing that cannot read properties of undefined that dot add event listener. Okay, why? Because timer show is not right now function. Okay, so let's wrap it to a function. Const function is equals to const something function, like what do we name this? Timer control function. Okay, and it will be like something like this. And we have to wrap this thing inside we have to engulf this whole code into this function, and we have to call this function after everything has been called. So you can say that after random select. Yeah, yeah, now I am losing my patience, so don't play with me my own game, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. So no, not happening. Again, not happening. Why? Timer control function. Okay, first let me give it a proper name. It's not happening. See, I'm losing my patience. I have to be more focused. Game over, you clicked count times. Okay, okay, so things are not happening. Clear interval. I have to just remove that timer show part. Timer show dot remove. Okay, right now this is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, things are not happening again. So this has been called, right? But hence it's not working. If timer show dot add event listener has a change, then it will probably check for timer if it's not equals to 0, and timer show is actually changing again and again and again, right? Hmm. Okay, so let me change things bit of. Okay, if if timer, let me write code here. Timer is equals to less than 0. Okay, then timer show will be removed for sure. Okay, let's remove timer show first thing and foremost, then return no other intervals, right? Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, it's working. Okay, it's working. And what I can do is, if this interval stops, right? Okay, so I don't need these things. So I don't need these things. If this interval stops, what I can do is, I will add a alert, game over, your score is this count. Okay, is it a count? Yes, it's a count. Yes, it's a count. And what more we can do is, we can add a button, right? We can add a button. Yeah, we can add a button. Let button to play again is equals to document dot create element with button. Okay, and this button to play again will have document dot create element dot sorry, document, no, dot inner text is equals to will be play again. Okay, play again. And in the clicking of this function, what I need is that if this function will be clicked, add event listener will be clicked, then a function will be run, a function will run, that is a callback function. And what it will do is, it will it will first of all remove the button. Yeah, button to play, remove. Okay, second thing what it will do is, it will restart this whole game. It will restart this whole game. And how to restart? Just by adding this, just by calling this, right? So I need to wrap this function to this whole add event listener thing into a function, and that is add, no, start game. Okay, let's give it a name is start game. Okay, and let's do engulf this whole code into this. And at first, in the very first, we are going to call this function. Okay, call this function. Yeah, we are going to call this function. uh, okay, so things are, no, we are going to call this function. Okay, so I did something wrong. Wait. Okay, yeah, let's do one thing. Remove this here, and we will call here start game, and here too start game. Okay, yeah, now let's check the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so your score is 11. I guess I have tapped one more time, I guess so. Okay, so it is showing me again and again and again. Okay, but as you can see, we probably haven't seen that uh, replay game, right? Yeah, we haven't seen that. Why? Okay, so that is not coming. Okay, that's not coming. That's something not coming. Hmm, that's something is not coming. Why? We have, as soon as we have done some checking part, right? So game over, and we have to add this. I haven't add this, right? So I haven't add this. We have to add this dot append child, okay, into body tag, right? Let's see now. Let me clear things first. Okay, so it is taking time. Start. One, two, three, 4, 5, and if I do click here, 6, 7, 7, 8. So my score is 9. Okay, and as you can see, I haven't got any play button, right? And it is coming so many times, but why? Okay, so I haven't got this part, right? Play to inner text. We will debug this with ChatGPT. Okay, it's high time we have to wrap this session. So ChatGPT, why the button is not coming? Why the play again button is not coming? The reason play button is not appearing after the game ends line is in your timer function. The line is incorrect. Trying to append the button to the body string. Okay. Replace this with. Oh, sorry. That's my fault. What we have done is here it should be like body dot append child, right? And I am doing reverse thing. It will be body dot append child, and here that, okay, sorry, that button to play again. Yeah, this one. Thanks ChatGPT, you worked a lot. Now let's refresh this and let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So still things are not, yeah, so play again. It's coming, right? And when we do play again thing, it doesn't work. Good. So button to play again, and button dot add event listener function E, it's not working. Why? If I just click on this, but before I have to remove this alert thing, right? I have to remove this alert thing, and this is not removing because at every second it is get triggered. Okay, so I have to remove this interval. So okay, so the thing is I have to wrap this thing into the interval. Okay, and let intervals. I have to wrap this, and it will be intervals. Okay, now the function is something like clear interval interval intervals. Okay, now let's see if things will work. Okay, start game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and play again, right? Yeah, So so we have some issues. First thing, whenever we click, this checking part is not working properly. Okay, this checking part is not working properly because the count function somehow gets mm, gets it's the number, the count plus one. Okay, why I don't know, but yes, it is. So for checking, before we do anything like that, for checking we need tab function, and if number is equals to butter function. Okay. Okay, so let's do one time round of checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can see, okay, 12 time your score is 12. Okay, and if I click OK, then play again, then the whole thing is getting called right now. What we have to do is, in this play again part, I have to first remove everything. Okay, first remove everything, not just the button to play again remove. No, 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 everything. So buttons dot remove. Okay, and what more, def dot remove. Okay, should I remove diff? No, I should not. No, 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 I should not. I should not. I have to just remove buttons. Okay, now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Okay, so score is 11, showing 1 plus 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so an issue. I've got an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is a bug probably, and the bug is the timer is not coming, right? Why the timer is not coming? Because in start game we are so in start game, add elements to play, right? First timer show will always append, and I am adding add elements to play in start game. Still it is showing that, sorry, it is not showing that function, that count part. Okay, why? Because this interval will not restart, so I have to actually, before doing start, I have to do count is equals to 0, right? Or the timer, what is the one, what's the one? Okay, so count is also 0 and timer is equals to 0. Everything should be restarted right before doing anything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, I guess. Yeah, 11. Play again, and yeah, we are not seeing the timer again. So we are not seeing the timer again, right? Because timer is somewhere 10 and we are doing it 0, so it should be 10. Let's restart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. Now play again. Again no timer. So okay, so this is the basic code, and we have made lot. You have to debug this and make the timer function work properly. First thing. Second thing, let's keep this right now in the video as a bug, and you have to solve this and resolve the whole flow issue if there is any other. Okay, because I have already resolved 2 to 3, because before this statement, right, before this buttons dot remove statement, if we just click on the play click on the play again button, then there will be 6 buttons up and 6 button down, right? So that we don't want. First thing. Second thing, this play button, play again button is not styled properly, so style again. Okay, yeah, so this is the basic DOM manipulation exercise game, initial games. Okay, and I know this is not the perfect one, but because of what I made it totally raw. So this is a raw making. Okay, so you have seen that in chat gpt I have done some debugging and all. So this is totally a raw video. You have got in today's world that how a coder actually debug, actually do things. Okay, you writing console log, writing everything. So this is the final product in for the video part, but you have to debug this. You have to make the flow more efficient. And yeah, happy coding. We will meet in next video.